5 Keys to Creating Content That Makes Sales. How would you like every piece of content you create to be your sales agent? Imagine if every article, post, or video you created led to more subscribers and more sales. How awesome would that be? Here are 5 keys to creating content that makes people want to read it, use it, and buy from it. 1. Create numbered headlines that make people want to consume your content. The first step to writing profitable content is to make sure it gets read by your audience. This means you need a headline that grabs attention and makes people want to read it right away. There are 2 nearly surefire ways to get people to stop scanning and start reading, and the first one is to use a number in your headline. I've found the numbers that typically do best are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 10. Odd numbers tend to do better than even numbers, and once you get past 10 you're signaling that your article or video might take too long to consume. The number 1 way to get rich. The fastest 3 methods for attracting women. 5 mistakes you must avoid when buying your next car. The top 10 cringeworthy dating profiles on Match.com. 2. Use your headline to ask your reader a question. In addition to or instead of using a number in your headline, ask a question. Questions bypass skepticism and get the reader to engage with your topic. Why does your neighbor secretly earn 10x your salary? Do you know the top 3 methods internet millionaires use to drive targeted traffic? Do you make this embarrassing mistake in bed? You can even place a question mark at the end of any non-question headline and it will still, almost always, work. The number 1 way to get rich? Or you can change it slightly like this. Is this the number 1 way to get rich? Both methods work. 3. Use power words and phrases in your headlines. You can find lists of headline power words online. Oftentimes I'll use these lists to help myself generate headline ideas. And I always try to incorporate at least one of these words into my headlines. Here are my current favorite headline power words and phrases. Advanced tips, advice, amazing, badass, barriers, benefits, best rules. Guaranteed, guidelines, how to, if. You get the idea. I will leave in the description the full list of headlines. Let's continue. 4. Give immediately actionable information. Now that you've got a great headline that's going to get your post read, the next step is to give at least one immediately usable piece of information inside your content. This should be something valuable that can make a real difference in the life of the reader. It should also be immediately actionable, meaning they can either do it or at least get started on it right away. Bonus, because they can use it right away to simplify or improve their lives in some way. They are more likely to use it, benefit from it, and come back to you for more. And even if they don't immediately implement it, just knowing that they can use it will have them wanting more. 5. Create magnetic calls to action that compel your customers to buy. Decide what you want your reader to do. Sign up for your emails? Visit your blog. Go to your sales page. Here's how to make it happen. First, make sure your content flows right into a call to action. The call to action should appear to be the obvious next step in the content itself. I'm going to show you 5 ways to drive traffic. Here are number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. This is just the start because I actually teach 25 ways, not just 5. To get the other 20 as well as the step-by-step methods I use on the 5 above. I invite you to go here to learn more about our traffic driving membership. Second, notice in the above example that you're not beating them over the head with. Buy now, limited copies expire at midnight. That sort of language does not feel very good and makes a lot of people cringe and run away. Instead, by extending them an invitation you are making them feel honored and welcomed. Not to mention the fact that you're not burning bridges either. They will still seek you out in the future because they know you don't shout at them to buy. Third, all of your content should be branded with your name and your big credential. For example, brought to you by Joe Smith, author of the bestseller Unstoppable Marketing and host of the Unstoppable Marketing podcast. This connects you with the great content you just presented, as well as reminds them that the great results they get from implementing what you teach can be multiplied when they purchase your products and continue to consume your content. To review, grab your audience with headlines that pull them in. Give them actionable content they can put to use immediately. Tailor the call to action to fit with the content so that it flows while issuing an invitation and branding yourself too. These techniques might feel awkward at first, but I guarantee if you make these your go-to practice of content creation, then 2 things will happen. You'll find it's easier to create content and the content you create will do a far better job of generating sales for you. I will leave in the description our free training on how you can start your online business in affiliate marketing. Join us.